Hey, what up? It's Ty1822 here to review WWE Monday Night Raw. So Raw kicks off with Paul Heyman. Now, Paul Heyman, is talking about Triple H. Paul Heyman wants Triple H to face Brock Lesnar at Extreme Rules in a cage match. So Paul Heyman telling the crowd how Triple H is not here tonight. Triple H music hits. Paul Heyman is shocked that Triple H is here. So, Triple H wanted to send a message to Brock Lesnar. So he gave Paul Heyman the pedigree. Now, I have no problem with the rematch between Triple H and Brock Lesnar at Extreme Rules in a cage match. I like that right there. I expect this match to be really good in the cage match. Been a long time since WWE had a cage match on a pay-per-view. So, I'm looking forward to Triple H and Brock Lesnar 3. I'm surprised I'm saying that. I'm really surprised I'm saying it. Because at first, I'm probably like, nah, I don't want to see that. But it's a cage match, so I got no problem with that. Now, if it was no cage match, I wouldn't care for a rematch. But it's the cage, so I'm cool with that right there for a third match. And hopefully Brock Lesnar goes over this time. R-Truth versus Antonio Cesaro. R-Truth defeats Antonio Cesaro. Antonio Cesaro is jobbing now. I hated his anti-American gimmick. I like this guy, but they gave him the wrong gimmick and they couldn't get him over. And look what it got him now. Nowhere. He's jobbing right now. I don't remember the last time this guy won a match. Brodus Clay versus Damian Sandow. Damian Sandow wins this match. Chris Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, Vic Guerrero told Dolph Ziggler earlier, if you lose this match, it will be no longer a triple threat match for your World Heavyweight Championship. It will be a fatal four-way. So now, the Chris Jericho Dolph Ziggler match was really good. Pay-per-view quality stuff. Fandango music hits. The crowd, start dancing to it. Fandangoing. The music distracted Chris Jericho, so Dolph Ziggler picks up the victory. Much needed victory for Dolph Ziggler. Cody Rhodes versus Tensai. Tensai defeats Cody Rhodes. Oh yeah, and I forget to mention, oh God, Naomi. Oh, we're looking so good tonight. Oh, and that cheerleader outfit. Oh, I should slap myself for forgetting bringing up Naomi. Earlier, when Brodus Clay had that match against Damian Sandow. I forget my baby Naomi like that. Biggie Langston versus Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder no longer have, that old hairstyle. He ain't spiking his hair no more. But they ain't give him no goddamn victory. The Biggie Langston goes over, of course. The Shield attacked Daniel Bryan and Ken earlier. So when Undertaker comes out, the Shield comes out, they attack Undertaker. Then Daniel Bryan and Ken, beat the Steve. Then this six-man tag match kicked off, and this was an entertaining six-man tag match right here. Seth Rollins, this guy can sell his ass off. Brad Murdoch is great. Roman Reigns, we hit that spear on the Undertaker. I mean, he looked like a flying bullet. His spear looks different. It don't look anything like Edge's spear. I love the way Roman Reigns hit that spear. Like I said, this was an entertaining match. It came down between Brad Murdoch and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan missed the fly head, but Brad Murdoch pins Daniel Bryan. The Shield wins this match. What an entertaining match. It's good to see Undertaker on free TV. Damn, my nose, man. Whew, thank God for water. Go. And the crowd was fandangoing. Good to see that again. It's very fun. Versus William Regal in England. The crowd, of course, popped for William Regal. But Fandango ends up defeated William Regal. Then Chris Jericho attacks Fandango. Then, Chris Jericho dancing with Fandango partner. Divas Battle Royal. Now, I fast forwarded this match, and I forgot who won. But my guess is AJ Lee, because AJ Lee was in the match. So, AJ Lee had to win that match anyway, because Dolph Ziggler was telling her, your time to become the Divas champion soon. So, I bet AJ Lee won that Divas Battle Royal. Usually when I fast forward shit, I fast forward to the end. I actually overdid it on my fast forward. I just noticed, like, oh damn. Who won the Divas match? I didn't rewind it back yet, but I know damn well AJ Lee won that match. There's no way in hell AJ Lee didn't win that Battle Royal. Ryback Mick Foley in-ring segment. You know, we all know Ryback don't have mic skills. So I don't get over for not having mic skills. Because I don't expect Ryback to be a talker. But he was okay. You know, he's angry about John Cena, you know, not helping him last week. Well, not last week, but not helping him, you know, in the beatdowns from the Shield. Mick Foley, you know, saying, "Where the old Ryback?" The guy saying, "Feed me more." And when Ryback called Mick Foley a lazy fat bastard, I'm like, okay. Okay, now I like the intensity from Ryback. He said, you know, Mick Foley trying to relive his glory days. Then, you know, I think he told Mick Foley, like, you know, hit with the chair. I think Ryback liked the chair shot. I could be wrong. I forgot what just happened on that segment because I really didn't like it. But if I'm wrong, oh well. Then Cena comes out, the crowd boos John Cena. Then the Shield comes out. I didn't expect that right there. So John Cena, you know, goes on the apron. Ryback went in the ring for the Shield. The Shield comes out. The Shield, you know, attacks Ryback. Then John Cena takes a chair, hits the Shield, win it. Then he goes in the ring, gives Ryback the AA. Very confusing way to end the show. I didn't like that right there. It made no sense. Okay, Ryback just turned heel last week. Then the Shield comes out to attack him. John Cena scares him off, gives him the AA. That really confused me right there. A very, very confusing ending. And that's why I mentioned it twice. It was very confusing ending. This Monday Night Raw was a decent show. And the reason why I say decent, because I enjoyed the six-man tag match, and I really enjoyed Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler. No, let me start over. I really enjoyed Taker, King, Bryant, Shield, and I enjoyed Dolph Ziggler, Chris Jericho. I don't know why I said really to Jericho Ziggler match, because the match tonight was the Shield versus Undertaker, King, and Daniel Bryan. And King and Daniel Bryan had a funny segment backstage. You know, King said Undertaker, he don't use his cell phone. Very funny stuff right there. Like I said, Monday Night Raw, decent show. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.